よくないか、ごめんなさい。まあね、まあ正直な話すると、モンストでね、鱗だけ左近次郎だけとりあえずあれをね、地味にやってまして、続かってなくて、さっきちょっと受かってたんです、ギリギリ。ということで、やっていきます。続きから。続きは確かあれだよね。なんだっけ、あれよ、尋問みたいなのから、尋問してた人が、なんかよくわかんない敵兵みたいな人にビリビリってされて、倒れて、あっってなって、よし、出るぞみたいな感じだよね。適当。で、前回どっから始まったかによるんだけども、始まんないぞ。ああ、よしよしよし。おお、画面暗いままですね。ああ、はいはい。ほんでどこまで行ったの？ああ、データを売る。とりあえず、はい、いや、もう買えるもんない。暗証番号を持って、ああ、間違えた。ああ、いいのか。ああ、まだ見つけれてないから、前回の通りカメラですね。はい、これが前回の続きですね。かけ直すからのあれですね。うん。怖いね。いやー、怖っ。怖しか言ってな。語彙力ないのか、お前はって。はい。暗証番号を入力しましょう。R3 だから、右か。右スティックか。はい。それでは開いたでしょう。さあ、出ましょうか。ほんで、あ、クーパー。
Hello, it's Cooper. Good job getting the girl out of immediate danger. You seem to have a solid handle on things. With the arrival approaching, we're being watched more closely than ever, and so I have to pretend to.
到着って本当何なんだよ。
However, I'm installing a help desk in your OmniView display. Select the help desk icon if you need my expertise along the way.
こっからアドバイス機能が、お、一人来てくれましたね。嬉しいです。コメントしてくれればね、全然バリバリ話すんで、もうバリバリ話してもらえれば嬉しいぞ。もうマジで最近人が来なくてね、寂しかったんでね、一人来るだけで超嬉しいですね。ありがたい。よし、続きやっていきます。まあ、とりあえずアドバイスができるっていうか、まあ多分ヘルプ、まあ難しくなっていくんでしょうね。前回がチュートリアルなのか、困惑。
Good luck tonight. No doubt, the girl would be doomed without you.
はい。はい。で、とりあえずカメラ移動させて、おー、いろいろスキャンできるものがありますね。とりあえずスキャンしますか。はい。
Y390H. I see you're admiring our latest installation.
多分これ主人公のことですね。
Why do you keep these books away from us? I can handle them.
Maybe you're right. However, there are others in your class who are not as strong as you. And books like those can make them sick. Would it be fair to let you read them, but keep them from your friends?
That doesn't sound fair.
Well then, so are you saying you would prefer that they read them too? Will you have their illness on your conscience?
I don't want that either.
Of course not. I am not a filter for your ideas, child. I am your shield. There is so much ugliness in this world. Let me stand in the way of it. Let me stare it down. Your eyes are too pretty to witness such things.
I appreciate the compliment, Headmaster.
ずるいね。正直こう言って、ずるいな。そしてなんだ、この人はあれ、所長はホープにご乱心っていうか、まあ、なんですかね、大好きなんですかね。変態感がすごい。まだか、あ、館長のお話も。
Hurry along now. The rest of your class is already inside.
はいはい。
Why does he hold those books away from us, Senor Octavo?
It is the headmaster's belief that those books sully the minds of precals and should therefore be removed from our curriculum.
But that isn't what you believe, is it?
Books like these do not paint a rosy picture of the world, but they are not meant to. They are not paintings of the world we want. They are mirrors, reflecting the world we have.
なんとも言えん。多分てかとりあえず
Senor Octavo joins Metamorphosis.
この人が
Librarian is now preeminent manifesto scholar. I met the librarian this morning. He's a sweet man, with his heart sewn directly onto his adorable little lapel. And I do so admire his passion for literature. In a former life, I would swoon over a well-read man. But I hope for his sake, he learns to bury that part of himself. In here, following your passion is the shortest road to recalibration.
なかなか危険ですね。とりあえずどこ行くか確認しますか。ヘルプ。これがさっき言ってたやつね。ロビーの後ろあそこか。あそこ行けと。なるほどね。了解しました。じゃあ行きますか。見えない。引っかかる引っかかる。
Thanks for getting me out of there.
はい。はい。
I don't know what that Berserk's intentions were, but I'm glad we didn't stick around to find out. The library's just through these doors. The librarian will help us. He'll show us a way out of here.
そうですね。そう思いたいですけどね。さて、館長はいずこ。重いぞ。大丈夫か？ワイの PS4。てかネット環境。なんだ、特にそういうわけではなかったのか。はいはい。さあ、館長いらっしゃいますか？あそこ、綺麗だね。わあ。
The library
すごいね。ここに金賞
feels so
いっぱい
quiet after hours.
閉館後。ちょっと待って、館長いるそれ。
It used to be filled with books.
エピソード2、メタモルフォーゼ。誰か来た。待って待って。
The librarian's glasses.
What? どういうこと？
His office is up there, third floor. We should go to him now.
はいはい。すごい顔になってる。はい、とりあえず3回行きますか。なんか落ちてます。What? ちょっと待って。はい。久々のプレイだからさ、やり方若干忘れてんだよね。なんでね、フリズラックは上かな多分おそらく。そうだね、上だね。ほんで、上に行くためにはここに行かなきゃいけない。ちょっと待って、ここに寄るやんけ。びっくりした。とりあえず移動するか。バレないように。
I've got my post secure.
ちょっと待って。全然わからんぞ。とりあえず2回行くにはどうすればいいのか。ホームにレベル2が必要。マジか。スキャン。
Make a wish. But don't tell me what it is or it won't come true.
I wish the headmaster was dead.
Abe, don't talk like that.
Sager said that someday the truth will rain down on this place and wash away all of the headmaster's lies.
I've never seen the rain before.
Sager wasn't talking about the rain. He was talking about the truth.
I don't care about the truth.
I
just want to know what rain feels like.
ゼーガーへの共感。とりあえず上がる方法は見つけないとな。ここに来てもいいものの上がれそうなとこが結構ガチャガチャいる。どうだ。ほんで階段がないんだよな。どっから上がれるの？まず上がれる場所探そう。また新しいスキャン。
Zager's silence deafening. The notorious terrorist is quiet, scheming. The arrival is just weeks away, and public enemy number 1 has gone radio silent. If the headmaster, or overseer, or whatever name he goes by these days, plans to take a bow on the world stage, he can't have a phantom hiding in the wings ready to sabotage his big production. I shouldn't complain. It's going to be one hell of a show.
さて、鳥間階段上がれるところを探さなきゃいけないわけなんですけども、いまいち見つかってないというか、俺が下手くそなだけなのか。てか、ほんとどうやって上がるの？上がるとこなくね？あ、あった。ここやんけ。普通にやらかしまして。行く必要なかったこっち。はい、とりあえず2階です。で、カメラ移動させて、周り確認して、とりあえずオムニにバージョン2を手に入れないことには何も始まんないって感じするな。あっ、万が一に備えてサイレンスプレー持ってる。やばいやばい。ナイス、結構来るな。
Clear.
はいはい。あ、ミスった。普通にやらかしたわ。そうじゃない。違う。俺がやりたかったことはそうじゃない。ピックポケットしたかったです。ごめんなさい。許して。なんか落ちてないかな。なんか落ちてんね。はいはい。
It seems this door requires Omni Level 2.
あ、はいはい。
You can upgrade your OmniView software at a demon server. I'm detecting a demon server near the overseer's office. The nearest approach is from the museum.
降りなきゃいけない感じですか、これは普通に。あー。
P0 here.
マップ確認。
This is P0.
あ、これは別にいいや。とりあえずマップ確認ですね。あ、いいのか。今一応ルート的にはいいのか。よし、行こう。てか多分もうこの辺にはプリズラックはいないはずだから。おそらく。いないと思いたい。なんだこれは。あ、これ金書か。
I'll hold on to this.
めっちゃ雨降ってるぞ。お兄さん許して。
Engaging the subject. Raise the threat level.
ほら
Let
ほら
go! Let's see what he's carrying. Nice.
はい、さよなら。やらかしすぎでしょ。2回目だよ、今回。てかね、今回1回使わなくていいテーザーを使ったんだからね。おバカにも程があろうと。ほんで行くべきとこは、あ、こっちか。何の音？何の音？これ。ボンボン言ってますけど。うわ、怖い。よし、マップ確認しよう。逐一確認しなきゃ。ああ、ここか。暗証番号が必要じゃねえか。一応行くべきか。一応行ってから暗証番号の確認って感じ。暗証番号？あ、なんかある。あ、いや、あれもレベル2か。使えない。どっかにそれっぽいのもないかな。全然そんなもん見つけてないしな、暗証番号なんてよ。とりあえず下降りてみるか。手がかりっていうか、物があるはず。
Threat level is back to normal.
おお、警戒レベル元に戻った。あんなことされて余裕で戻せるの とあ、違う、パスワードじゃねえ。
infiltrates metamorphosis. Masquerading as Prizrak, man brings toxic agenda to our perfect garden. The man's name is Zager, I believe. Daniel Marcus Zager. Apparently he was some kind of journalist on the outside. If the overseer was smart, he'd label this as an act of supreme jealousy. After all, ours is a nation so wonderful that people risk death to sneak inside. Maybe we should take the initiative and lead with this angle.
To get into the headmaster's office upstairs, we will need his PIN code. I don't have it in my files, but we can recover it. We'll need to answer some security questions first.
え、何それ。いや、わかるか。え、そんなことある。最後にシビリア適当に打ってみるか。あ、ちょっと待って、調べてきます。ビビった。
The first draft rumbled from my mind and shook the page like a 9.0 earthquake. The pen was merely the needle on the seismograph, recording the shockwaves.
脳の何か。もうちょっと情報が必要ありそうだ。とりあえずそっちの部屋行ってみるか。確かに何かあるだろう。とりあえずカメラ移動してやつらがいない。いたな。まあとりあえず。
Headmaster, over here.
If it isn't my favorite journalist from the Morning Bell.
It was a brilliant speech, Headmaster.
Why, thank you, Miss Sade.
Please, call me Maddie. Perhaps you could tell your citizens a bit more about the arrival. As much as you can state publicly, of course.
Of course, well, in a matter of weeks, we will take our bow on the global stage. The arrival is our world debut, and once it comes to pass, there will be little doubt that though we are a small nation and few in number, we are a force to be reckoned with.
I'm sorry, I had a follow-up, but I just got lost in the power of your voice.
Why, Matty, please, you embarrass me.
Now, where was I? Oh, right. Your cryptic answers, which I adore, I must add.
Thank you.
But they've left some to speculate that the arrival refers to our ascension as a nuclear power.
Ah, nuclear power. In the 21st century, nuclear power is a contradiction in terms. Let those dying republics split atoms to their heart's content. No, my dear Matty, what our Republique achieved is something far more impressive. And the mark we leave on the world will last an eternity.
まあ特に参考になるものはなかったな。物が落ちてるだけ。あ、いや、ダクトがあるな。これはちょっとぐるって回って行ってみる価値はありそうか。お
Hello, librarian.
Good evening, Overseer.
Around the pre-cals, I must insist you address me as headmaster.
Oh, my apologies, sir.
What did you think of my lecture? You may speak freely.
Well, You most certainly have a passion for what you teach. It was most inspiring.
Your eyes and your words don't seem to align. Now, I asked that you speak freely. It's okay. No harm in speaking your mind to me. I will respect your honesty. In fact, I demand nothing less.
Well then, sir, to be blunt, It felt more like a sermon than a lecture tonight.
Do you take issue with that? Again, speak freely.
Well, sir, I have never been a part of an academy quite like this one. The pre-cals, well, they seem to study only one subject here.
What subject is that?
Well, sir, you.
なんもわからん。なんもわからん。理解力が足りないだけなんでしょうかね、多分きっと自分が。何がなんかある。
Heading our way now.
はあ、そういうこと。ああ、もう最悪だよ。
Going in for the steal. Got it.
ついてなさすぎでしょ。
And though I was born into a world already in progress, with its arcane laws and perverse morality, with a washwoman for a mother and a question mark for a father, I knew that one day I would retire to a country of my own design, free from societal restraint.
手がかりになるようなことはないですね。
Upon completing the first draft, I delivered it personally to a small publishing house in the capital of France. A minor company I acquired and resurrected to suit my needs. I even went so far as to live in the rickety old apartment above the offices to personally oversee the publishing process.
Pepper spray here.
本当に情報と言える情報がいまいちないというか。
We need to find a screwdriver.
は？ドライバーがない。あ、もう。やったな。やっちゃったね。とりあえずこの部屋出るか。もう用ないし。
In pursuit of 390H.
早いよも
う。Oh no, Prisrack. What could have been done?
すごいもう角度変えるのやめて。やめろ。ああ。走るってどうやったんだ。あ、これか。とりあえず出るか。でも仕方ないな。参考になるものが一切ない。ああ。難しいですな、ここ。いまいち本当に何もないんだよ。
To get into the headmaster's office upstairs, we will need his PIN code. I don't have it in my files, but we can recover it. We'll need to answer some security questions first.
は？あ、何？一個だけ間違えてたってこと？こんな解決方法したくなかったよ。もうちょっとしっかり調べたかった。もうちょっとさ、裁量集めてさ、あ、これかってやりたかったんだよな、前は。ちょっと待って、なんかいない？いたわ。
Threat level is returning to normal.
a pin. It.
マップ。ああ、そこだよな。よし、あいつがとりあえず下下がろうか。異常しかないわ。あ、なんだ今。なんだ？さっき丸で。ああ、なるほど、そういうことね。ここまで来るかね。まあ、多分隠れるよってことなのか。これで開いたら草生えるよな。よし。お前テーザー持ってんのやば。変態じゃん。なんか拝借できるかな。ねえわ。おじゃしゃす。
I've been this way before. We're getting closer to the headmaster's office.
こっち来ちゃった。
I'll be taking this.
とりあえずルート確認しなきゃな。あとはいろいろと見るもん。
Why, librarian, you look like you've seen a ghost.
I see many ghosts on these walls. Why would you take pictures with monsters, and worse, display them proudly?
I have sat for pictures with many important people, even people I find disagreeable.
I suspect you mean me. How could you stand beside this man here?
Not a fan of the Generalissimo, are we?
I crossed an ocean to escape Franco's brutality, only to find his brand of fascism had been imported to Argentina.
Well, I can't speak to that, but I will say I found our meeting quite pleasant. He was an excellent conversationalist, and his taste in wine impeccable.
くそどうでもいいな、それはそれで。一本道。なるほど、この男のルートによってって感じだろう。あ、ちょっと待って、上隠れるとこあったっけ？あるっちゃあるが、あるな。多分あそこ隠れれるでしょ。こうして、オッケー。さあ、そこで回るんだ。ちょっと待って、早くない？これてっきりこの辺まで来るもんだと思ってたからさ。てかどこ行ったやつ。あいつが振り返る前にここに隠れて。
I hope they can't see me here.
早く行ってくんねえかな。てかめっちゃモソモソするやん。こいつさ。よし、今だ。よし、このまま行けば OK なはず。いた。正直ね。なんだ、重いな。多分異常しかないと思います。なんか落ちてる。なんだ。
I found a cassette.
ゼガ違う。よし。オッケー。とりあえずな、カメラ移動。もう中入れるってことか、あれ。この絵気持ち悪いな。やべえ、もう30分経ったのか、早いな。 とりあえずな、今回でオムニをバージョン2にはしたいよね。早くバージョン2にしてな、この。下は今回は終わりにしようかな。あ、なんでやねん。ちょ、あった。うわ、いっぱいスキャンできるものあるやん。
We owe a debt of gratitude to those giants whose shoulders we've stood upon. The earlier they lived, the larger their stature, and so the greater our debt. While the 20s roared in America, they screamed like a Siberian windstorm in Vladimir's hometown of Simbirsk. Controversial man of the people, he was surely. And the fact that he spent time in political exile makes him that much more admirable, in my estimation. Plato's keen eyes peered further into the future than any of his Grecian contemporaries. He was, and will remain, the most vocal supporter of the classic Republic, and its earliest. His detractors would call him an opportunist, and they would be right. But Yataro Iwasaki was given nothing less than the modest opportunity to bring an entire nation into the modern age, and he succeeded. The nerve of him. The father of Europe was besieged from all sides by pagan tyranny. And then in the year 800, he did a most remarkable thing. He held the hands of secularism and religion and married them together in what would later be called the Renaissance.
よし、とりあえず多分進むにはなんかギミックやんなきゃいけないようなのがあるので、まだスキャンできるの？多くない？あれだ。
A personal favorite. For those who would criticize him for his monopolistic tendencies in the early 20th century, I say, shout it from the rooftops, or, barring that, hop online and voice your disdain in a chat forum. He would appreciate the irony. Her death in 1952 was a tragedy, not just for the Argentine shirtless who idolized her, but for the anti-Peronists who celebrated her demise. Christ had a similarly divided populace to contend with, and like Eva, succumbed to sacrifice at the age of 33. It is difficult to write a story as it unfolds, but to wait until it's finished is to risk butchering the telling of it. I would rather strain the wrists of those taking my dictation than cause even a modicum of butchery.
Unhand me.
Aha.
最悪だ。
見えない全然。さてどこまで戻されるんだろうな。
If the battery on the girl...
バッテリーの話ならいいや。とりあえず今までね。あれ？あ、よかった。おー、いっぱい手に入った。お、800？ めっちゃ手に入ったじゃん。高いのかな、一番。あー、投資欲しいし、ちょっと我慢するか。ほんで、あ、充電器しとこうか。
Good idea. We can recharge.
あー、これはきついぞ。
Here.
割と手前まで戻された。あ、意外と地形はびっくりしたわ。普通にルート間違えたわ。あいつのケツついていけばよかったのかな。あいつ何やってんだ。どうだった？あ、あった。どうすりゃいいんだこれは。何の反応もない。間違えた。こっちでこうして。
I believe these. Perhaps you can activate them in a The statue of Plato appears to be activated already. Given the Overseer's penchant for hubris, I would bet his statue is the final one that
とりあえず年号が一番古い順からポチポチやってみるか。確か低いのが800だったよね。ここだと見にくいから。
We owe a debt of gratitude to those giants whose shoulders we've stood upon. The earlier they lived, the larger their stature, and so the greater our debt.
間違えて。これが900で、違うな。
While the
1870から1900で。どうしたらいいんだこれは本当に分からんぞ。大きい順か。
Plato's keen eyes.
BC。とりあえずそこからか。ここポチッと押して。
The statue's already activated.
ああ、もう起動してるの。これが最後の。ちょっとメモしますか。メモ帳記 起動してと、一番とりあえずだね、これか、一番前なのがこれか、一番上が
It is difficult to write a story as it unfolds, but to wait until it's finished is to risk butchering the telling of it. I would rather...
ごめんね、喋ってるとこ申し訳ない。次右が、こっちからじゃねえわ。ほんでこれが
Plato's keen eyes peered further into the future than any of his Grecian contemporaries. He was and will remain the most vocal supporter of the classic Republic and its early.
ちょっとな、こういうの本当苦手なんだよな、これ。前みたいに向きを変えるだけだったらまだ分かりやすかったんだけどさ、これ間違えたくさくね、やったわ。これじゃない、これは後のやつだ。よいしょ。でこっちが
The father of Europe was besieged from all sides by pagan tyranny. And then in the year 800, he did a most remarkable thing. He held the hands of... Her death in 1952 was a tragedy, not just for the Argentine shirtless who idolized her, but for the anti-Peronists who celebrated her demise. Christ had a similarly divided populace to contend with, and like Eva, succumbed to sacrifice at the age of 33.
なかなか難しいな。よっこいしょ。次が間違えた。
A personal favorite. For those who would criticize him for his monopolistic tendencies in the early 20th century, I say, shout it from the rooftops, or, barring that, hop online and voice...
難しいわ。1、2、3だからこれか。
His detractors would call him an opportunist, and they would be right. But Yataro Iwasaki was given nothing less than the modest opportunity to bring an entire nation.
なんでいちいちカメラ色だるいな。1、2、3、はい。1、2、3だから、これか。これが最後か。いいのか。
While the 20s roared in America, they screamed like a Siberian windstorm in Vladimir's hometown of Simbirsk.
で、こっからよくで、でっかい一番でっかいのは真ん中、真ん中あれか。とりあえずあれポチリに行くわ。
That statue didn't light up.
あ、
Something's wrong.
おい、つかねえぞ。
I believe the...
わからんと逆にちっちゃい順からやってみるか。ちっちゃいやつとやべやべやべやべやべ危ない危ない危ない危ないつけ危ない748だからこれか。
We didn't make that statue light up. Something's wrong.
違う。428だからちょっとこれ一周しな。ちょっと待ってこれまた捕まりそう。あ 地形。確かここがPC じゃない。あれあれあれれれれれれれ。あっちか。あっちか。密室だ。こうか。だからあっちね。とりあえずこいつがあっちにいたらいい。動いたらいいとしよう。よしよし。難しい。多分これだけで配信終わりそうだな、おい。よし、着いた、やっぱり。で、次がこっちか。もうついてるのか、これは。ほんで、次に一番小さいのが、1830。一回も見たもんないけど。あらららら。これ手当たり次第押してもいいわけじゃないしな。これはもう逆なのか。いや、そんなことないよな。もうついてるよな、これは。
This statue's already activated. This statue's already activated. This statue's already activated.
電源を切るじゃダメなのか。
The statue didn't illuminate. What happened?
どういうこと？もうなんか手当たり次第。
We didn't make that statue light up. Something's wrong.
つかねえな、ここも。
That statue didn't light up.
どういうことだ？
We didn't make that statue light up. Something's wrong. That statue didn't light up. Something's wrong.
What? 違うわ、合ってんのか。そういうことか。ちょっと待ってね。理解したはず。多分これでいいはず。ここついて、あれここついてるっけ？ついてないよね。やっぱりついた。で、次が、こうなってるから今は。で、次こそはこっちだな、多分。で、今は
Statue lights went off.
ライトが消えた。許して、許して。ゾウのライトが消えたってことは違うってことなのか。どういうことだってばよ。難しいな。とりあえずここを押す。違うわ。まずここ落ちるでしょ。違う、ここだっけ。ほんでで次がわかんねえな。
to start over.
どういうこっちゃね。わかりまへん。あ、やべ、こっち来る。ああ、もうやだ。こいつとぐるぐるしてんじゃん、ずっとさっきから。わかりまへん。とりあえず手当たりしてこっち行ってみましょう。
We didn't make that statue light up. Something's wrong. The statue lit up. I think we did something right.
早く行け。長いんじゃん、お前。
The statue lights went off.
どうすればいいんだろ
That worked. Let's try the next one.
う。じゃあ次こっちか。もう吊るし始めてるね。
All the statue lights went off. We must have
わ
picked
か
the
ら
wrong
ない
one.
ぞ。生きてる時間ってことなのか。
The statue lit up. I think.
ちょっと待ってね。本当にめんどくせえなこれ。生きてる長さってことなのかこれは。めんどくさいねそれ。740。あ、ちょっと待っておかしいな。
The father of Europe was.
なんてなったぞ今。ちょっと待って。わからねえな。
we did something right.
多分次はあれなんだよ。おそらくこれかな。いや、このさ、あそこで止まるでしょ。
That worked. What's next?
次はとりあえず近場ポチってみるか。
We have to start over.
あ、ダメ？じゃあ、どっちか2つだ。もうしらみつぶしに押し始めたよ。
A new statue lit up.
もうわからない。もうわかんない。どうしたらいいんだ。背高いとかそんなことじゃないよね。そんな物理的なことではないよね。
That worked. Let's try the next one.
よし、次はこれだ。
A new statue lit up. They aren't lit up
消えた。
anymore. We have to start
なる
over.
ほど、了解了解。大体手順は分かった。あとはこいつに見つからないように行けばいいわけです。ぐるっと大回りで行ってポチッとな。
That worked. Let's try the next one.
こいつの後ろついてた方が早いな。早う動かんか。そこで止まる？もしかしてこいつ止まる順番とか関係あったりするの？いや、まさかそんなことないよね。ない、多分ないです。
The statue lit up. I think we did something right.
いや、これありそうだぞ、ほんと。
The statue lights went off.
あ、やらかした。普通にやったわ。下手くそか。
That worked. What's next?
ちょっと走って。
That worked. They aren't lit up anymore.
あはー、また連打すんな、俺。 もう連絡性良くないよ。これな、多分終わるのはこれで。多分これで配信終わります。てか終わりにします。これ以上長くしてもしゃあないな。いやー、レベル2行きたかったな。
The statue lit up. I think we did something right. That worked. What's next? That worked. Let's try the next one.
今止まってるとこでしょう。おそらく。
That worked. What's next?
ではあれか。いやー、長い。
That worked. Let's try the next one.
やべやべ、引っかかった引っかかった。多分そういう解ける理由がよくわかんないんだけど、まあいいか、クリアしたし、オッケーオッケー。なんか開いた。そしてこの音で気づかないやつ無能すぎんやろ。お、あ、ちょうどレベル2で終わったじゃん。うわー、ちょうどだー。はあ。はい。レベルバージョン2か。バージョン2になりました。わあ、めちゃくちゃ強引なね、やり方だったんですけど。まあ、そんなことは気にしないでいいです。で、スタンガンゲット。
It's a taser.
ほんで、まあ、次のマップ行ったら終わりにしますか。ああ、ここから出るんだ。でしょこれで。おレベルアップしたおかげでめちゃくちゃ充電も増えたと。おかしない。ああ、ムービーだ。多分ピアノ所長の部屋なんだ。とりあえず調べれるもんあるか、まあちょっと探しやして、多分新聞あったらあれ見れんじゃね。あれカメラ。あー、なんもあった。あ、またこのバッジだ。
How's the weather in your corner of the world? What if I tell you, you're going to try to guess my location? No? I've about given up on that. It's been insufferably hot in D.C. Then why are we meeting here? I'm sorry? Why not do this on the... The isn't built yet. What? I was told construction began a month after the attack. This is the U.S. government you're talking about. Maybe you've heard of us. Our contractors get paid twice as much to take twice as long.
Unbelievable.
Right this way, sir. Watch your step.
ああ、ちょうど1時間って感じですね。これ見終わって、ムービー終わったら、ちょっとしたお話しして終わりますかね。まあ、基本的にこれね、週1にやろうかなって思ってるんですけど、気が向いてたとかじゃなくて、続きになるし。
Coffee?
I want a whistleblower.
Coffee?
I'm serious.
We can talk about that.
We're going to have to talk about that. If you want to hand the reins to someone who won't let the horse forget who's in charge.
I'm afraid I don't follow you.
That's your problem. You've got too many leaders and not enough followers. You should be following me. All of you should.
直球だね。
Okay, let's table that for a second. Say we get you a plant, and this plant blows his whistle in the year.
Or 2 months.
Or whenever. There's they're still not about to dismantle their entire surveillance infrastructure over some bad press. I'm afraid you're right. This is where I need your help, Vice Admiral. If you get me on board and in command, then it won't matter how red their faces turn, or if they turn red at all. They won't have to privatize under pressure either. I'll already hold the reins. But we'll give it a name. Carnival. The Arrival. It doesn't matter. And we'll play act our way into the driver's seat.
I can't even imagine.
Leave imagination to me.
なんだどうしたんだおお、誰か来たぞ。隠れろ、隠れろ。めっちゃ切れて、てかモザイクかかってる。え
Everything is fine, sir.
Fine? You were assaulted by a Prizrak, and you let altered copies of the manifesto reach the children.
I have the situation under control.
I'm beginning to think your definition of control is different than mine. They don't respect you because you don't wear the uniform. It's a weakness. It puts you at risk. This is an historic night for us.
What?
Looks like a Soviet-made Tokarev service pistol. I don't believe Mireille saw him slip that gun from the drawer.
There can be no room for error.
I understand.
Then you understand why Derringer will lead the arrival.
What?
I'm sorry, my dear. We all appreciate the fine work you do with the kids. But you lost sight of what's most important. Protecting me.
So, I can lead the arrival.
Mireille, you speak the language of diplomacy. Derringer speaks the truth. Truth hurts. This isn't a dismissal. Derringer will still need your help when we get reset.
Yes, sir. The mentor is an asset to our cause. I look forward to hearing her ideas going forward.
What's your step?
She's weak. I hope that's all it is. Where was Mireille when the Prizrak attacked her?
The section, outside the library. I'll look into it.
It's hard to know who to trust these days. It seems we're running a loyalty deficit around here. I don't mean you, Quinn, of course. I know I can trust you. Wait.
なんだあ、バレた
I never forgot this before.
あ、あ
Must be old age.
No chance, sir. You just got a lot on your mind tonight.
Quite so. Come, young man, let's get to the surface.
Hey.
It sounds like that door leads to the surface.
ああ、物がいっぱいですな、スキャンするもの。とりあえずスキャンしたら終わりましょう。
You just acquired a fingerprint from that glass. Normally, the overseer wouldn't be so careless as to leave a usable print. But recently, in celebration of Zager's capture, the big man poured himself a stiff drink, and for a moment, let his guard down. Those pristine white gloves came off, and he was one of us for a day.
あら、やっちゃったね。それはまずいですよ。
Dawnmaster faces swift reprimand. Mireille Prideaux found with contraband.
Huh?
Overseer, none of us are above the law.
Miss Sade, it has been a pleasure speaking to you, but I must get up early tomorrow.
Look, I'm turning off my tape recorder. This is no longer an interview. We're just two people talking. Perhaps one more glass?
A short one then.
Where do you get the wine from? I thought we weren't allowed contraband from the outside world.
Off the record? I have been here long enough. I am allowed certain liberties.
You receive special treatment?
I know how big my cage is. At the end of the day, we are all equally inferior in the eyes of the overseer. Don't you dare print that, Miss Said.
I promise. Strictly off the record.
がっつり記事にされてますよ。やっちゃったね。ほんとみんなやらかしすぎだよ。
Librarian, may I come in?
Ah, Headmaster, welcome. Ay, Dios mío, who is this fierce creature?
It's an Ainu owl, librarian. My ancestors carved these from the amber trunks of Japanese spindle trees. I want you to have this one. Modest housewarming gift, nothing more.
Well, muchas gracias, señor. It's a handsome piece. I shall place it here on this shelf.
No. Lend it a bit more prominence. It's meant to be set out in the open.
Ah.
This way it can bring you luck.
Well, it's...
The eyes. Yes. They are a touch piercing. But that's the idea, you see. The owl is ever watchful. He will protect you day and night.
Ah, yes, well, it's truly, how can I...
Oh, you're welcome.
明らかになんていうかね、もう見てわかるんですけど、カメラ入ってますやんっていう。ほら、がっつりカメラ入ってますやん。
Gentlemen, I wish to resign.
What?
This is grossly inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
You are burning books. I have seen it with my own eyes. The books I procured for you.
Each book has been scanned into our servers and is now part of our digital catalog. You're merely hung up on nostalgia.
You are erasing history.
These books are my property now. I can do with them as I please.
No. I cannot be a party to this. I wish to leave immediately.
First you want to resign, now you want to leave?
I assume the implication was apparent.
You're not going anywhere.
You cannot keep me here against my will.
In fact, I can. You, like the books, are now property of the state. You will continue to fulfill your obligations to the pre-cals until I decide what to do with you.
I have a few suggestions, sir.
でリンジャーのことだから絶対いいことは考えてないだろうな。お、またこれか。例の件は片付けました。デリンジャーか。やっぱりか。はい。あとはインベントリーを抜いて、金書が2冊、ゼガのテープ1個、あとはゲームが3つと。まあこれな、後からね。ってことで今回はここまで。ちょうどね、本当にまあパズルも強引でしたけど、まあある程度クリアできましたし、それにあとね、オムニもバージョン2にできたんで、今回はここまで。お疲れ様でした。また次回ね、多分1週間周期でやろうかなと思ってるんで、そこはお楽しみに。じゃあまた。